Demographic voting in Canada and across the West has changed significantly. Typically, you'd see the younger generations voting more liberal and the older generations voting more conservative. However, this dynamic has completely flipped. Just half a decade ago, the political landscape looked a lot differently. So, why is my generation turning towards the conservatives? A key figure is this man right here, Pierre Poilievre, who has been getting ridiculed by the mainstream media, stating that the Conservative Party is being ran like a frat house. Many liberals have even questioned his leadership. However, the liberals' math is just not adding up. In the past federal election, the Conservatives gained 7.6% of the vote compared to the previous election, and got 41% of the popular vote, which in a typical election would be enough for a majority government without all the elbows up idiots and the American interference. Now, let's go over some of the reasons why my generation is turning towards the Conservatives. First of all, soaring housing costs. Under the Liberals, over the past decade, housing costs have doubled. Now, it is practically impossible for anyone in my generation to be able to afford a home with this state of the economy. Second, soaring national debt. Before Budget 2025, Canada's national debt was close to 1.2 trillion. Now we're adding another 78.3 billion to that national debt, and that burden is ultimately going to be passed on to my generation and the next. Third, uncontrolled immigration. In the first quarter of 2025, Canada admitted over 800,000 immigrants, which is ultimately driving up prices and adding to our demand problem. Fourth, record levels of youth unemployment. Canada's youth unemployment has been reaching historic highs, which is another reason why my generation is turning towards the Conservatives. Now, I could list off reasons why my generation is turning conservative for over 20 minutes. However, the moral of the story is that Canada is headed in the wrong direction, and it is time to elect a conservative government that will restore the Canada we once knew.